we wake, hear the birds and see the sun. Side by side our fears are done. Oh, the good times just begun.
Hi and welcome back to my channel, or if you're new here, hi, welcome to my channel. In today's video I have a massive grocery haul for you as well as some meal prepping. So I'm going to jump right into the video after this intro and give you the grocery haul, and then we go on with the meal prepping. I hope you enjoy this video, and if you like it, make sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. I'm going to introduce myself later in the video if you're new to this channel. And now let's jump right into it. Please enjoy the grocery haul. Okay, so as you can see, we have a huge grocery haul in front of us. I'm going to show you everything. I'm starting with the frozen things. So we have some frozen mango, frozen blueberries, and frozen peas. Then I have an easy lunch option. It's actually just a tomato soup with some small noodles in there. Some salmon for Patrick. I don't eat meat and I never eat fish, and meat is super duper rare. But I never eat meat. Oh my goodness, I never eat fish. I sometimes eat meat. So that's for Patrick. Some sour cream, 2 things of sour cream, some vegan lunch meat, some grated Gouda cheese, 2 things of this Greek white cheese, then some vegetarian burger patties, some Parmesan cheese, tofu, some low-fat plain yogurt, and some Greek yogurt. So then I go on. I have 2 cans of kidney beans, 1 thing of quinoa, some curry powder. This is just a mixture for like some veggie patties, some olive oil, we're out of olive oil, hemp seeds, some vegan mayo, some hot sauce, chili sauce, basmati rice, and down here are some whole wheat tortilla wraps, some burger buns. Yeah, that's it on here. Okay, then we start with the fruit and veggies. So I have a huge pineapple back here, a papaya, then we have a few apples and 2 pears, 2 mangoes, some limes, a pomegranate, some clementines, 1 passion fruit, some organic lemons to cook with, a few bananas, I don't know, I think it's like 6 or something like that, 4 avocados, some celery back here, then I have 2 things of baby spinach, a huge cabbage, some 3 kinds of sprouts. So I don't know which kinds. I know that one of them is broccoli sprouts, but I don't know what the rest of it is. 2 things of those cherry tomatoes. Then I have, okay, in the back here, I have 1 thing of scallions. Is it called scallions or spring onions? Please let me know in the comments. I'm always trying with that. Some Brussels sprouts, green beans, 2 bags of carrots, some porree, 1 thing of mushrooms, a few small sweet potatoes. Then I have 4, oh my goodness, my broccoli, 4 yellow paprikas, bell peppers, and 2 red bell peppers, 4 zucchinis, and 2 heads of broccoli. So yeah, that's everything, and now I'm going to pack it away. And yeah, I start packing away all of those things over there, and then I go ahead and meal prep some of those things. So stay tuned. Okay, so after I showed you the groceries, I obviously packed away all of my frozen and cooled things into the fridge and the freezer so that they won't melt. And now I just want to take a second to introduce myself to all of you who are new here. Hi, my name is Rebecca. I'm so happy that you decided to click on this video. I am a 23-year-old stay-at-home mom of a 12-month-old baby girl that is named Paulina. I'm married to Patrick. We have been together since I was 18, and we also have a dog that is named Ellie that you have might seen in my intro. And on this channel you can find videos about my journey as a young mom as well as everything homemaking. I would love to see you in the next video as well. If you're new here, make sure to introduce yourself in the comments below so that I can get to know you as well. Because I bought so many fresh fruits and veggies, my goal was to prep some of them so that I made sure I really used them and we're not throwing away half of it, because this is what always happens to me when I'm not prepping some of them. I just feel like, oh, okay, today was a super stressful day. Maybe we're just doing something easy and where I don't have to cut up like 100 vegetables. So that is always super helpful for me if I just take a second to prep those things immediately after buying them or throughout the week when I just have half an hour or something like that. I feel like, okay, maybe I just prep things for the next 2 or 3 days. So that's what I did with those bell peppers. I had not a specific use for them. I knew that I had a recipe where I needed peppers for, and that's what I used them in the end. And I just used them for like snacking on them and for salad, so that they were prepped and super easy to grab out of the fridge instead of a piece of chocolate. You know what I mean. I also made sure that I cut up the broccoli. This is something that I actually don't like. I don't know what it is, but I just don't like cutting up broccoli because it always is everywhere, and especially when it has been sitting inside of the fridge for a few days, then it always gets so crumbly and falls apart, and then I have it everywhere, and that's just what I don't like. And I had 2 heads of broccoli that I just cut up, and I also needed one for the recipe I was prepping this evening. You will see later in the video for our upcoming lunches. We had this, I think, 2 or 3 lunches in a row.
And trying to remain so strong. I know it's good if I'm alone. I got it. Go, running to better times. Go, from my emotions I'll go, running to better times, to better times, to better times, to better times.
Green beans are also something that I don't buy so often because I just don't like to cut them up. It's just so time consuming, I feel like, even though it is not like a super big task, but you have to cut up all of those ends, and I don't know. I just was super happy to have them on hand, already cut up, and I actually used them the night after this night for our dinner, and it was so easy to just throw them into the pan and cook them up, and yeah, that was actually perfect. This baby spinach, I always buy this huge bag of baby spinach because they don't have a smaller bag, and then it always goes bad. So I decided, okay, I would just pack up some of the spinach into a freezer bag and put it in a freezer so that it is ready for smoothies, or like if I do a dish with spinach, I just throw it in there and then it melts in there. So that was perfect. The apples that I'm cutting up here, I actually cooked up a little bit for Paulina so that she could have them. Some of these I gave her as a puree, and some of them just as little pieces because they turned out super soft and they were perfect for her so that she wouldn't choke on them. And she had them just for breakfast and for her lunches on her side, and she really liked this.
Every single time you look at me, I lose it too. Why don't you come sit next to me? Let things happen naturally, like it used to be. I don't wanna go and waste another day, mess it up again, lost in my way. I'll be the one to have the highest price to pay. If I make it home tonight, may I hold you one last time? Let me hold you one last time. What if it's too late for me now? What if you gone to someone else, so we can never be the same? How can I make up for my sins? Now I'm lonely and it kills me. Can you hear?
I used those carrots that I'm cutting up here in 2 different kind of soups throughout the next days, and then I had a little bit left and I just gave the rest of it to Ellie, just as a side to her regular food one evening, to make sure that it does not go bad. And she really loves carrot. You can see her in this clip because she's so into carrots. She always stands there when we cut up carrots and just one piece of it. So apples is the same for her, and she actually loves nearly all of the veggies and fruits she is allowed to have. She just loves them. I don't know.
If it's too late for me, what if you gone to someone else, so we can may I hold you one last time?
At this point I started with the dish I was prepping for lunches, as I told you. This is a recipe for buffalo chicken quinoa. I actually made it vegetarian. I think it was even vegan, as a buffalo tofu quinoa. So I used tofu instead of chicken, and I grated up some carrots. I will grate up some cabbage as well and cut up the broccoli in really small pieces.
You got me dancing in your storm, burning everything we know. Rising up as firefighters. You got me dancing in your storm, or I'm looking like a breeze, but really you're a forest fire. You got me feeling uncomplicated. Whatever happens is meant for us. Rushing into all the situations. Whatever happened, we came there first. Go a little while
So I just cooked some quinoa, 1 cup of quinoa according to the package, and I think I'm just going to link the recipe down in the description box. So if you would like to try it out, you can just have a look in the recipe and try it out. Obviously you can do it with the chicken in the recipe, or as I told you, I substituted with some tofu if you don't want to have it with meat. It really was delicious. I used a sauce that was not as spicy as the sauce that is recommended in the recipe. I think we don't have the original sauce in Germany, but I looked after the sauce and I think this is a little bit more spicy that is recommended. But yeah, I used one that is not as spicy because I'm not such a spicy fan. Yeah, but you will just see it in the recipe and then you'll just change it up to your likes. I can absolutely recommend this recipe to you. It really was delicious and was super easy to prepare. I just recognized that it was not vegan for us. We did not use blue cheese crumbles, which are recommended in the recipe. I used some Greek feta cheese instead. So it was not vegan. You can do it vegan without the cheese, obviously. But yeah, the original recipe is not vegan. We had this with some homemade ranch dressing on the side, and it really was delicious and it was so easy to prep, so I can absolutely recommend that. We actually did it again a few days later because we really liked it so much.
You had me at hello, 'cause where you go is where I go. I don't need.
So this pretty much wraps up today's video. I hope that it gave you some inspiration for your groceries, maybe if you're going grocery shopping the next days, and some inspiration with this yummy dish, and maybe some motivation to prep your foods, to prep your produce, maybe prep some lunches instead of just picking up something unhealthy. Just make yourself something filling and healthy that is good for your body. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed. If you like this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up and to subscribe to my channel. I would love to see you in the next video. Have a great day. Bye.